Alright, the Nintendo universe has a lot of smart characters. They're video game characters, so being successful business owners with multiple PhDs is considered average. But Luigi? This man is generations ahead of everyone else. For starters, Luigi logic. When your name is paired with the law of correct reasoning, you're doing something right. It was introduced in Mario Luigi Brothership. In the overworld, a Luigi logic prompt will occasionally pop up. Press L and voila, Luigi helps you solve whatever puzzle you're facing or comes up with a solution to a problem. Like right here, Mario needs to press this button to get stickum oil. However, the only way to get it is by going past this pool of sand sharks. So Luigi comes up with the solution. He shows incredible courage by hanging himself off this palm tree, which distracts the sand sharks and allows Mario to get the button. An act of not only intelligence, but also bravery. But we're just getting started. Here, the bros need to get from one cliff to another, but there's no bridge. Now, obviously your boy comes up with a solution. Luigi notices these floating flowers with propellers in the distance, and this gives him an idea. He proceeds to create an entirely new in-game ability. He gets in that one dance pose with Mario, starts spinning really fast, and now they're UFOs. How the hell did Luigi know this would happen? This UFO gimmick ends up being useful for the rest of the game too. It's the first of the bros moves, abilities you can use in the overworld created by Luigi entirely in his head in the matter of seconds. There's another one called Bro Ball. Luigi invented it when he saw that he and Mario needed to go through this pipe, and since they can't fit inside of it, yes, can't fit inside of it, Luigi's idea is to turn into a beach ball, which allows him and Mario to roll through the pipe system. Reminder, Luigi comes up with these abilities, and they just happen. They just exist from the moment of ideation, a sign of a true genius. But Luigi logic isn't just useful in the overworld, it also turns Luigi into a master battle strategist. In Lush Green Sea, during this battle against, wait, is that Victory Bell? Luigi notices these fans in the background, so he gets the idea to grab the boss's tongue, twirl him around like Bowser, and throw him into the tornado being created from the fans. This severely dizzies, he's dizzy. This stuns it for 2 turns, giving you free attacks. And then there's the fight against Sharpcask. Barrel McG here is conveniently on a conveyor belt during this boss fight, so Luigi runs over to this lever and starts moving him around under the even more convenient metal crates falling exactly where the boss can be moved. Stack up enough of these and this guy's getting crushed. Dizzy. He's getting dizzy. But this is only the beginning of Luigi's intellect. In Super Paper Mario, Luigi gets brainwashed and becomes known as Mr. L. Actually, we don't know who Mr. L is. He wears a mask, so we'll never know his true identity. And Luigi's gone too. How strange. Anyways, he's essentially a villain now. They turn Luigi into the bad guy. While brainwashed, this man builds an entire freaking robot by himself. This means Luigi designed the robot, sourced the components, fabricated the parts, assembled the hardware, programmed it, tested it, refined it, all while having it shaped like his head. He does this in the span of half the game too. And this robot he created, the Brobot, isn't just some ordinary machine. It can fly. In space. And I mean Luigi can control and move it as if it were on Earth under normal gravity conditions. Listen, I'm no physicist, but that does not look like normal movement while in space. This means Luigi broke the laws of physics to create this machine. But you may be wondering, how did we get to space in the first place? Well, it appears that Luigi's robot can also teleport. The screen kinda just rips in half and transitions into the cosmos, but Mr. L specifically says the gravitational laws of space allow Brobot's potential to be fully realized, implying that he meant to end up here. He meant to teleport from Earth to space. It's also worth mentioning that he can easily move the robot downwards while having an active rocket pushing it upwards. This thing is a miraculous, world-changing, physics-breaking invention created entirely by Luigi, and Mario just broke it. But that's fine, Mr. L comes back later in the game with an even better version, Brobot L-Type. Honestly, it's mostly the same, but one thing I'm gonna point out is how the robot now has hands and feet, unattached from the main body, and yet they still function as normal and follow the head when it moves. Plus, Luigi found a way to respawn the hands after shooting them like missiles, essentially creating an infinite component loop. And I mean, yeah, we're in a fictional video game world, but in universe, Luigi still did all this by himself. This right here is probably the peak of Luigi's intelligence, but I'm not done yet. You can't make this video without mentioning Luigi's Mansion, an entire franchise of essentially puzzle games starring Luigi. I mean, Nintendo gives Mario the platformers, the sports games, the party games, but who gets the puzzle genre? It's Luigi. And Toad, but mostly Luigi. Now, I've never actually played a Luigi's Mansion game, but from what I've seen, these games are, in a way, escape rooms, no? You solve puzzles while traversing through this dark enclosed building, trying to make it to the end, trying to get out. Nintendo had this idea for a game, and they gave it to Luigi. He was the one tasked to take on this challenge. And just to be sure, I bought and played Luigi's Mansion 3, and yes, this game gives off serious escape room vibes, but with ghosts present. And this goes without mentioning, Mario is missing. You heard me. This is an educational game starring Luigi where you solve puzzles and recover stolen artifacts to rescue Mario. For what occasion was the Eiffel Tower built? Most people have to guess, but Luigi already knows it's the French World's Fair. And also, he's a doctor. This one's pretty self-explanatory. You'll see articles on some dude named Shigeru Miyamoto saying Dr. Mario isn't a real doctor and shouldn't be trusted. But like, what does this guy know? In the movie, we see that Mario and Luigi share a room in their parents' apartment. First thing you'll notice is the NES, on top of this tennis racket, baseball bat, and dartboard. All very Mario-y stuff. But then look at all these books. Who owns all these books? It's Luigi. It's gotta be. And reading books is synonymous with intelligence. You know who else loved to read? Isaac Newton. You know who else? Albert Einstein. You know who else? Hitler. And even after they moved to the Mushroom Kingdom, the books are still there. Luigi just moved out to this magical foreign land and still feels the need to read. But there's more. In Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Princess Peach gets kidnapped. I know, right? And of course the kidnapper is Bowletta. She wants Mario and Luigi to bring her the 4 pieces of the Beanstar or whatever, so they go and do it, but when it's time to hand them over, Luigi presents a fake Beanstar. But this Fawful character couldn't be tricked. He sees right through them and takes the real Beanstar. But this right here is where Luigi goes big brain. He and Mario have this incredibly convenient Princess Peach outfit in hand, so Luigi dresses up as Peach to trick Bowletta. The real Peach is in the clown car with her, but Luigi comes up and convinces her that he's the real Peach. He even has dialogue where he says, "The princess you kidnapped is an imposter." This means Luigi made a perfect Peach impression with the high-pitched voice and all to successfully pull off this trick. As such, Bowletta lets the real Princess Peach go and goes after the fake one. That's where they find out that this was Luigi the entire time. He starts running away and blocks off the path with these crates, and from there, gets away safely. Mario uses brute force to rescue Peach, but Luigi, he's all about the strategy. But there's one more instance of Luigi being a genius. The Mario and the Red Baron Koopa episode from the Super Mario Super Show. Bowser has a flying magic carpet, and with his wicked weather satellite, drops a snowstorm on Pasta Land. The crew and Toad try climbing a beanstalk to reach the satellite, but Bowser destroys it. So they get their own flying carpet, a fireproof carpet. Bowser destroys it with fire. So they get 2 more flying carpets, and build a makeshift plane with the carpets as wings, complete with 2 seats and a cannon in the back. Now, this wasn't just Luigi, but how in the world did the Mario Brothers do this? That's not all though. Now someone's gotta fly this thing, and of course it's Luigi operating an aircraft with no formal training. Not only does he take off with ease, but he does it in the middle of a snowstorm. Everything I'm fixing to say is happening in the middle of a snowstorm. Shortly after takeoff, Luigi does a loop with the plane and begins flying upside down. I'll now mention that nobody's wearing seatbelts, another instance of Luigi breaking the laws of physics. He proceeds to perform multiple aileron rolls, flies perfectly through Bowser's cloud, counteracts the force of gravity by stopping in midair, has his scarf still flap while completely stationary, does another loop to become parallel to Bowser, flies at the exact same speed as Bowser so Mario can shoot fireballs, and safely lands the plane with no runway. Not only can Luigi fly a plane in poor weather conditions with presumably no experience, but he's also a top 10 pilot in the industry. There's also some other Luigi moments where he wasn't necessarily smart, but rather dominant. Moments that showcase his dominance. Back to the Mario movie, there's this scene where Luigi's getting chased by dry bones in the Darklands. He enters a building and holds off the entire army of dry bones with a door. I mean, there's dozens of dry bones behind him and still manages to overpower them and close the door, and immediately knows how to lock the door so they don't break in. And near the end of the film, you have the final battle in Brooklyn. Peach kicks the star, Mario tries getting it, and Bowser blasts him with fire. But of course, the Chad Luigi is there with the save. Not only does he overpower Bowser's flame, but he does it with a manhole cover. How did Luigi pick up that manhole cover? In New York City, a typical cast iron manhole cover weighs 200 to 300 pounds. That's 90 to 136 kilograms each. Luigi was able to pick one of these up and use it to block off the fire blast of an 8-foot tall magic turtle. He's either really susceptible to adrenaline rushes, or Luigi is the next John Cena. Also, the fact that Mario had all this training and practice from earlier, yet Luigi with no experience can still keep up with him in terms of platforming and battling. He's just him. He can also win in Mario Party by doing nothing, had his own year, and offers to help you when you're struggling in some 2D games. Also during his own year, caused a $456 million loss for Nintendo. Sony can't stop Nintendo, Microsoft can't stop Nintendo, mobile games can't stop Nintendo, but Luigi can. So that settles it. Luigi is a genius who is also incredibly strong. They make you think he's a shy, timid sibling living under his brother's shadow. Underestimated, forgotten, a piece of filth. So pathetic he makes you wanna. But may Luigi serve as a beacon of inspiration. No matter how much they undervalue you, no matter how little they believe in you, keep going, so that one day you too can break the laws of physics.